Welcome back. We will talk about the VI editor now. So let me see if there is any info about the VI. There's no info here. Let me see in my terminal if there is any info. There should be. Okay. There's a lot of things, right? And you can keep reading this, and maybe you will not be able to understand all of them until you know what VI does, and then work only for that. Uh, because VI is very powerful, there are a lot of options. It works in different modes, and you can learn about them online. So what I would recommend is this is only a brief. What I'm trying to do in this course, because it's a part of SDEC, that Software Development Experience course. Uh, I want you to know how to use a VI just for the basic needs. I don't want this video is not to make you an expert in using VI as the main editor for editing your files. We will be using an IDE, probably NetBeans or Eclipse, and we'll develop our program on that. VI is only in situations when you have to open up a file on the server's terminal, which may not have an IDE installed. So in all such situations, we will have to work with VI. And that, as you've seen that, for example, here you don't have a simple editor called Nano. So what if you have only VI? You cannot turn back and say, I don't know how to work with the VI editor. So I'm telling you only the basic things that you need. Okay, let's start. If you want to learn more about VI, I think any online resource you can start learning using, learn the VI, and probably spend half an hour or an hour. Should give you a little more control. Okay. Like any command, which is a program, this is also VI is also a program. So we'll first say okay to the shell. Where is the shell? This is the shell, right? The prompt is telling you that shell prompt is ready. So like we say ls to the shell, we will say VI. Okay, that's the command we are giving. It will do VI. You said okay, open the editor. It will open the editor. It does open the editor, but then there's no file. So that's not the right way. I'll clear the screen. I'll start again. You can optionally give a file name. So let me give file3.txt. Okay, and it will be created in the current directory wherever I am. So where am I? I'm currently in this path, right? Or you can type pwd and get the path. It will create a file, and when you save it, it will save it with this name, right? That's all you need to invoke the editor by passing the file name. It opens the editor in a view mode. You can only view the file. There's another mode called the insert mode. When you type I, it will start accepting the characters that you type in the keyboard. This is VI editor. So I'm typing the text. Session. Okay. Then it says that okay, I have modified it, and all that you can see is that I'm in the first row of one rows, right? If suppose I press enter, you see I'm in the second row. If I move up, okay, it says I'm in the first row of total 2 rows, 50%. My current position is 50%. Okay, this is what it says. I'm referring to this. This is 2 of 2. Suppose I keep entering new lines, right? You see it's changing. That line numbers are increasing. Okay, now when you are in the insert mode, to come out of it and use the up and down arrow key, you need to press the escape button, ESC button on the top left of your keyboard. You will see ESC. Press that, and you will come to an escape mode. Into a view mode. So if you don't know where you are, and if it doesn't work, you just press escape, and then you are in the view mode where you cannot edit. Now view mode is a mode where you view the file and you can browse through pressing the up and down arrow key, right? The other mode is the command mode. Okay, say for example, I'm pressing escape and then I press colon, right? This colon is like a command, right? So now the editor has entered a command mode where you can say, you can tell the editor, you can give a command to the editor, say that okay, now write the file. So W stands for write. It wrote that. Well, I want you to quit. You can say colon Q. Now you see this ls-l. You have file3.txt, right? It was difficult to search, right, where the file3.txt is. So I'll tell you another option that we use very often. You can do an ls hyphen LTR and see the output. Now try guessing what happened when you did this. One way to guess is you can go to your info and then learn about ls. I have used the T options, right? So you can learn about the T options, and that may be a difficult job. Anyway, I'll not get into that. Let me tell you what ls-ltr does. ls-lt without the R will list the file in sorted by time. So the file that you have edited will be on top. But if you give an R, it will say reverse the order, whatever order is finally output, reverse that. So it will give you an output with the latest modified file at the bottom. Suppose you have a directory which has hundreds of files which cannot fit into the screen here, and you are doing an ls-l and you want to see that file. You may not see because that would have scrolled up. So what you can do is ls-ltr. So you're always sure that your file is at the bottom, right? So did it write what I have written inside it? One way to do that is, file3.txt. Let's open in the VI editor. It's there. Is there any other way? Yes, we just learnt about the cat command, right? We can say file3.txt. It does, and you see all the empty lines are also there, right? We entered about 10 or 13 empty lines. They are all there. Okay, let's get into the editor again. I'm using the up arrow key to get back to my command. So I reopen the file, right? It says currently my cursor is in line number 1 out of 12, which is 8%. Which I come down, I'm in the 16% position. I'm in the 50% position, 7 out of 12. And then 12 out of 12. This is the last line. It becomes very difficult if I tell you go to the first line. You have to use the up arrow and down arrow key. One way to move in the file to a particular line, like the go to a particular line number, is using a command like this. Press escape, no matter it doesn't harm to press escape multiple times, so always press escape. Come to the view mode. Now enter the command mode. You enter the command mode by pressing colon, right? Press colon and now just type a number. Say I'll type a number 5 and then press enter. So what I've done, I pressed escape in the view mode and I came to the view mode, then I pressed colon to come to the command mode, and then I entered a number. Now I'm pressing enter, the enter key. It takes me to line number 5 out of 12. So if I say colon 1 2, it takes me to line number 12. If I say colon 1, it will take me to line number 1. That is how you can go to a particular line in VI. Let me show you another command. This you may want to remember. There are several other commands, but remember this. You can set a particular feature for this session by using colon set number. It didn't work. Colon set number. No, it didn't work. Okay, I'll try to do it here. vi test.txt. Okay, so I say something and then another, and I keep typing in, right? So when I just write, I press escape and I write and quit. So I have written a file. Don't confuse with the other one. Okay, this is my Linux's terminal. Now suppose I open the file and I want to run the command set number. What it does is it sets the number so that you can view it. When you say, for example, try to select, even that gets selected. So that's what it is like. It will help you to go to a particular line. So now if I go to line number 5, you're very sure that you're on the line number 5. If I say line number 12, you see the cursor, it's on line number 12. That's one of the commands that's useful. Yeah? There are many more to use. A few more commands. Say for example you want to delete a line, right? If you want to delete a line, you just have to press D twice. Don't do it many times, it will delete more lines. If I press D, the lowercase d twice, okay, let me start. 1 2, that's gone. Okay, that's how you delete a line. Okay, and then if I press U, it undoes it. Not all VI may have that. Okay, and currently mine has only, if I delete 1 2 3 lines and I do an undo, it remembers only the last undo. Okay, I cannot go back to the third and undo in this. There may be other options which you can try. So suppose you have to quit without saving, because I have deleted, I didn't want to delete it. So one option to do that is you press colon quit without saving. Exclamation is, it's a negation, so it quits without saving. So if I go back, I get all my lines back, right? And then I have to set the number. You may be thinking, do I have to run the set number command every time? Well, if you are using the VI editor very often, and then probably you should put it into your profile. So when your user logs in, your profile would run, and that will always enable your VI editor to run these commands. Set number will be executed every time you use a VI. Anyway, now suppose you have to go to line number 13. You just press 13 and go. Okay, now suppose you don't know the bottom of the file. The way to move to the bottom of the file is press capital G, the uppercase G. So I press Shift G, it takes me to the end of the file. Okay, suppose I have to copy a line, right? I want to copy, say, DSA. Okay, I just typed in something and I want to copy this line. What I have to do is yank it. That's a copy of that means copy. You can yank a line by pressing Y twice. So one line wherever you are. Currently my cursor is on line number 6, so I'm yanking line number 6 by pressing Y twice. Okay, then how do you paste that? You copy the line, you paste it. So if I press P, it will paste below that. I'm pressing P, so each time I press P, that line is copied. Suppose now I want to delete 5 lines from here. You know the DD, right? So I can press DD 5 times, that is DD, and like that, 5 times. Or I can do is I press escape, I press 5 DD, 5 lines are gone. Okay, or I just press D and capital G. It will delete from that current position to the end of the file. I press undo and I got back this. Some of these things may not be available, undo may not be available in the online Linux emulator that you have, but it definitely works on your desktop Linux. On a partial, yes, it does. Okay, and suppose you have to insert. Now I'm currently in the view mode. Okay, I want to insert. How do you get into an insert mode? I press I, right? If I press I would enter the insert mode, and there it is. I'm in the insert mode, right? Yeah. Then I have some word. This is exciting. Okay, and I'll copy this line and I'll paste it a few times. I go to line number 9. I yank it and I paste it a few times. I'm doing this to show you something exciting. Okay, now while you're in the view mode, how do you go to the view mode? Press escape. Okay, while you are in the view mode, press W. W makes the cursor move one word at a time. Suppose you want to move 5 words at a time, so press 5W. If you want to move 6 words at a time, press 6W. Right? Suppose you want to move 7 words at a time, press 7W. Right? You want to go back, press B. Suppose you want to go back 10 words, press 10B. Right? That's how you can move while you are editing. This is one way you can move around in the file. You know how to delete, you know how to append. No, I didn't tell you how to append. Yeah, wherever you are, if you press enter, if you press insert, you can start inserting from that position. Suppose you are at the end of a line and you want to enter, that is insert after that. So you better append. So you press A and then it will move on to the next character. If you just press I, it will start inserting at the same place. But if you press A, it will go to the next level, next character. That should be all for the VI. Let me review a few things. I press escape, I go back to the command mode. You type W to write and WQ to write and quit. If you write Q exclamation to quit without saving, okay, and you have to press enter. Try quit, press enter. Oh, that's all about VI, but yes, it's very powerful, and you can it's normally available in any server, any flavor of Linux. It will be there, and I would recommend you to open up any online VI tutorial and practice a few commands. Thank you. We'll see you next and learn about how do you tar a file, how do you zip it, how do you unzip it. This is required because you may have to transfer files from your development server where you're writing your code to the hosting server where you have to finally execute it. You have to deploy it on a live server. So you need to know a few things of how to use the command line to zip the file, unzip it, tar it, which we'll see in the next video.